Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to help you get right to the heart of the news. Today, we're looking at, well, a really significant recent turn in the Matthew Perry death case.
Yeah, a specific legal development that's quite pivotal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we want to unpack what actually happened.
And the source we're using for this, it's a pretty concise news video report, very direct.
Right.
It focuses squarely on one particular court appearance and, what came out of it.
So for you listening, our mission here is pretty clear. We want to get past the headline.
Yeah, get to the core facts.
Extract those precise details about this court appearance, but also maybe think a bit about what it signals, for the bigger picture of this case.
So you're fully informed on this specific crucial piece.
Right. Let's just jump right in there.
Yeah.
What was the absolute core event this report was focused on?
Okay, so the key thing, the report highlights that on Wednesday, Dr. Salvador Placencia, he showed up at court.
Mm-hmm.
And importantly, it wasn't just for some routine hearing or like a procedural thing. The explicit reason he was there, and this is the critical part, was to plead guilty.
Plead guilty. That's a major step.
A very significant step, yeah.
So a guilty plea, for maybe someone less familiar, what does that actually mean in court? And what exactly was he pleading guilty to?
Well, a guilty plea is basically a formal admission. He's saying, yes, I accept responsibility for these specific charges.
Right. So it usually means no full trial on those counts.
Typically, yeah. It bypasses that need for a trial on those charges he's pleading to. And the report is very clear on what those charges are.
Which are?
4 counts of illegal distribution of ketamine.
Okay, 4 counts. Illegal distribution of ketamine.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wrong.
connecting that back, because this is the context everyone knows, these specific charges are directly linked, according to the reports, to the overdose death of Matthew Perry.
Exactly. That connection is absolutely central. It underscores the seriousness,
It really does. It elevates this beyond just a drug charge.
Precisely. It puts the focus on accountability for the distribution in a relation to, well, a very tragic, high-profile death.
Right.
And the report also adds a little detail about Dr. Placencia himself.
Yeah. What's that?
That he operated an urgent care clinic located in Malibu.
An urgent care in Malibu.
Okay.
Sometimes those details, location and type of practice, can paint a bit more of a picture.
They can offer context, yeah.
Okay.
Access, patient demographics, that sort of thing.
So he's pleaded guilty to these 4 counts. What are the potential consequences he's looking at now, according to the prosecutors mentioned in the report?
That's obviously the big question that follows a plea like this. And the potential consequences are, well, quite severe.
How severe?
The statements from prosecutors cited in the report, they confirm he faces a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison.
Wow. 40
years, yeah,
Yeah.
maximum. When you hear a number like that, it really emphasizes how seriously these charges are viewed.
No kidding. It frames the whole plea very starkly.
It does.
And this really brings it home, I think. The source, the report we're looking at, it basically sums it up with the headline point, right?
Yeah, the summary was very direct. Something like, doctor who supplied Matthew Perry ketamine set to enter guilty plea.
Right. So it's not just hinting or suggesting, it's stating it as the core news.
Exactly. It's reporting a concrete action, the intent to plead guilty.
So for you, the listener, if you've been following this case, what does a guilty plea, this specific action, actually signal at this stage?
Well, it often marks a real shift, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it moves things forward quite dramatically, instead of gearing up for a long, potentially complex trial on these charges.
Right. The focus tends to shift more towards the sentencing phase for him.
And it could mean a faster resolution, at least for this particular part of the overall investigation involving Dr. Placencia.
It certainly points towards a more direct path to concluding this aspect of the case, yeah. Feels like a pivotal moment.
Okay, so just to quickly recap the key facts we've pulled out from the source today in our deep dive. We've identified the doctor, Dr. Salvador Placencia.
Yep.
The substance involved, which is ketamine.
Right.
The specific charges, 4 counts of illegal distribution. The critical action, his guilty plea.
Yeah, the plea itself.
And the potentially very severe consequences he's now facing, up to 40 years maximum.
Yeah, it covers the core facts reported, yes.
So as we finish up here, maybe a final thought for you to consider.
Okay.
Given these specifics, the guilty plea, the charges of illegal distribution tied explicitly to a tragic, high-profile death. What does this specific outcome really tell us?
Yeah, that's a good question to leave people with. What does this kind of resolution, a guilty plea in this context, suggest about accountability?
Right, about how the legal system handles these complex situations involving distribution and subsequent harm.
Does it fully address the issues, or does it mainly focus the legal outcome on, the act of distribution itself? Something to think about.
Definitely something to consider.